Hey guys, I'm badoomtch, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to render in 1080p for YouTube using Premiere Pro. I'm going to be using the settings that I use, and I've used Premiere Pro for around 3 years now. But I have used all the other programs for quite a long time. I used Camtasia for around 2 years, Sony Vegas for around a year, and then Movie Maker I've just used since like XP. But I'm going to be creating a new project. Most of you all know how to use Premiere, I'm assuming, because I'm not going to be teaching you how to edit. I'm purely going to be teaching you how to render. With these, you can just call it whatever you like. So at the moment, we can just call this test, and we just click OK. This is probably what it's going to look like. I try and change mine to workspace. I'm pretty sure the default one is CS 5.5. I'm not quite sure though. All the rest look horrible. I normally have mine a little bit different, but this is the way that most people understand. So what you're going to do is just drag your footage into it, or you can actually search for your footage. Just right click and click new item. Import even, then find your footage. So most of the time, especially with gameplay, you can just right click and do new sequence from clip, and they'll just take all the settings from your clip and make the best sequence for it. And that's what I do, especially with gameplay. But anything else, you can just press Control and N and use your own custom one. Here are my settings if you ever want to use my settings for it. But like I said, I'm just going to be using the new sequence from clip. I'm not going to be teaching how to edit. You can do that all yourself. Once you have edited your clip, I'm using a 1080p clip at 60 frames a second. You can go to File, Export, and then click Media. You can use Control and M. For some reason, my Control and M is not working. No, I have no idea why. It's the first time it's ever happened. But yeah, luckily it's worth not doing whilst I'm trying to tutorial, right? But you'll be granted with this screen. Let's just make this a little bit bigger. There we go. So the first thing you want to do is go to your format, and I use H.264. Don't click Blu-ray because it makes all like really weird files because of it. And oh, look how much better that looks already. So you can use your preset on match source high bitrate, because we will be changing everything anyway. Let's uncheck everything so we can make everything editable. So yeah, there we go. So what you want to do is make sure it is at 1080p. If your clip isn't 1080p, that's fine because it will just make some black bars, but you can also just stretch them. It's scale to fit, and you can scale to fill, or you can stretch to fill. But I just keep mine scale to fit and keep mine letterboxed. If this letterbox is letterbox, if it's not, I'm not going to distort my image. I'm just going to keep it as it is. Frame rate, YouTube doesn't accept 60 frames a second, but if it does at the time you're watching this, then keep it at 60, and if not, 29.97 is all good. Square pixels is where you're going to want it. NTSC doesn't really matter, it's going for YouTube. You can keep that, like, if you want to put this at high and then 5.1 never, then you can choose a 4K video if you really want to. You have to make sure to put your profile on high to do that. But yeah, you can keep it just at 1080p, but also high will affect your CBR with constant bitrate. You can also put it at 300, now it's on high, but I just keep mine at 55, which is 55 megabits a second, which is very good. And your keyframe distance, you can keep that default, but again, I put mine at 0. It does take 1, it defaults to. I do put mine at 1, just because I prefer mine to look as best as it can. I don't care what YouTube takes out of it. I just want to know that I'm doing the best I can to make the best quality videos I can. And I use render at maximum depth. This does take a hell of a lot longer, but I do it and use maximum render quality down at the bottom here. Audio, bitrate just to 320 kilobits a second. I'm not sure if YouTube accepts it, I'm pretty sure it does. But in this case, I'm going to pick it anyway. And then just click export. It does take a while, it does things right, but this is going to, especially if you're running 4K video or 1080p or higher, is going to take a while. In this case, this is only a 15-second clip, so it won't take too long, and we'll be right back when it's done. So when your render's done, you should locate it in the folder wherever you put it. So in this case, mine's called java.wavi.mp4, just because I chose an MP4 file. But these files are relatively small compared to the quality. It is very good quality, and it's probably the best quality you can get for YouTube. I'm not sure you can get any higher. I've tried and messed around with all the settings. Apart from like AVI RAW, you don't really get much better. And these are the settings I use. I recommend Premiere if you're going to use any program. And I hope these tutorials have been helpful. Make sure you go and watch the others if you want to learn how to use any of the others. But they'll all be linked in the description anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.